Alrighty, so we're gonna check on this hive. This hive's tucked over here in the corner, pretty much by itself. As you can see, we've got some bees on the inner cover. And we got a decent amount of bees on the inside of the inner cover. But as a whole, the population doesn't look that good. Now, if you want to see a pretty pollen frame, all right, I don't know why my phone keeps cutting off, but we'll see what we got when we get done. That's a really good pollen frame. I mean, it's slammed full of pollen with a little bit of nectar mixed in on it. Same way on that side. I don't know how good y'all gonna be able to see that because the light's not the best in the world over here because of the kind of backlit. But with the numbers being low, I don't know what the queens are doing. It looks like we got a laying queen. Well, it looks like we've got a queen. As you can see, hopefully, there's all different. It goes from eggs to larva to brood. And that's our worker brood. And you got a little bit of nectar on the top and pollen also. Same thing on this side. It's just the bee numbers are really low in this hive. I figured there'd be a whole lot more bees in here than what there is. But like I said, it has swarmed before. And it might just be taking its time to recover. But there's some more eggs and larvae. This hive's normally pissy. I'm surprised they haven't started ramping up on their stinging. We got more larvae, more brood, and like the other ones, you got eggs and larvae right there, and then it moves over into the worker brood. Same thing on this side. It probably won't be long, the doors will be blowing off of this thing. I'm gonna pull a frame or two more out of here and we'll see if we can find our queen so we can see what she looks like. But as you can see, that frame's just slammed full of eggs and larvae. So they'll really be knocking the doors off of this thing in the next day or probably next 2 weeks. It'll need another hive body put on it. But they got plenty of resources as far as pollen. Their nectar's a little low. But other than that, they look to be doing good. So that's another nectar and pollen frame. So, I mean, they got plenty of resources. They seem to be having a laying queen. I just ain't seen her. And she might be one of them ones that gets on the wall of the hive when you get to checking the frames. Some queens are just hard to find. And I'm not one to spend a whole lot of time trying to find them. I just need to make sure we got eggs that are a day or so old, and I'm fine with it. Like I said, she's probably on the bottom board or somewhere, or which she might have showed up on the camera already and I didn't see her. So, but this hive's doing good. as far as building the numbers back up, we're gonna slide this back over real easy. She could be on one of these frames I didn't pull out a while ago. More pollen, more nectar. And then there's a frame they hadn't drawn out yet, but they're working on it. So she's just being elusive, but I'm 99.99999% we got a queen right hive here. There's no reason to keep messing with the hive, and just so we can see her. So I'm gonna put the top back on it. And we will do a wrap up in just a minute. So as you can see, that hive's doing decent. Their numbers are a little low, but they got plenty of resources. They could use a little bit more nectar in the hive, but our honey flow is pretty much over with. I keep saying this in every video, and every time I go to Lowe's, I keep forgetting to buy a bucket. But I'm gonna buy a bucket, and I'm gonna show y'all how to make a bucket feeder out of it. So you can open feed your bees if you choose to. Some people don't want to do that, and that's 1000% fine. Your bees, you do what you want to with them. So we've got eggs, we've got larvae. We didn't see the queen, but I'm, like I said, while ago, 99.99999% sure we got a queen in that hive, and I think they'll be good. I need to check on them again probably about another week, because that hive will be slammed full of brood in a week. So there you go. As you can see in the background, we got storms in the area and the wind's blowing, so hopefully we don't have any wind noise in this video. But if we do, I'll try to edit out what we can. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Don't cost anything. Helps the channel out. Give me a thumbs up. And as always, if you got any questions, leave them in the comments below. And we'll see y'all on the next one. It's not like doing a video and looking at your camera and it being turned off. So let's put this back together right quick and start over.